welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. And today we're going to take a look at War of the Outer Gods. Now this is a scenario pack for Arkham Horror, the card game, and I've done quite a bit of coverage on Arkham Horror, the card game, at least some introductory type stuff and unboxing. So I'll put a link to that in the description. But this is a scenario pack, so this is kind of a one-off scenario. This is not part of a cycle or a long adventure. This is kind of a one-off that you can play, just as a standalone with Arkham Horror or in Arkham Horror, the card game, or you can put it in between or mix it in with a longer cycle or adventure. There are rules for that, how you deal with the points and that you get from it and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the back here and read a little bit about this. Earth is engulfed in all-out war. Investigators must collaborate to save Earth from the cataclysmic War of the Outer Gods. In this unique 78-card scenario for Arkham Horror, the card game, 3 fanatical cults are fighting one another to be the first to summon their outer god, and it's up to the investigators to thwart their devious machinations. This scenario can be played with 1 to 4 investigators as a standalone scenario or instead into a campaign as a side story. With additional copies, it can also be played with any number of investigators in epic multiplayer mode. Arkham Horror, the living card game, core set is required to play. So, yeah, that's one reason I picked this up is because I do like these one-offs. I think I've got, I might be up to 4 now that I've picked up. I've played, I got to take this off first. I've played, tell me if I played. I haven't played all 4, though. I played 2 of them, and one of them was really good, and one of them, it was better multiplayer, and I played it solo, and so it was really a much better multiplayer experience. So, and the problem with these is, once you've played them, there is some replayability, and Arkham Horror has issued, like the whole, at least the prior printing of it. There's a new printing of Arkham Horror that kind of repackages stuff, but the prior offering had it where they did this return to. So each one of the cycles they started doing a return to, and that gave you a little bit more replayability. I mean, there's replayability in it of itself, although it's not going to be, if you play it, too recent, then it's you're going to remember a lot of it. But there is some replayability because you make different choices and different decisions. But with that return to, it gave it even a little bit more replayability. Now, here are the rules that go along with it. 28 pages in here. Now, this I'm going to do an unboxing, but I really can't do a lot of justice to this because, again, you don't want to have spoilers. You don't want to know exactly what's going on, but I can kind of page through it real quickly here. This talks about the standalone mode and the side story campaign mode. As I said, there's some rules there if you put it into your ongoing campaign or cycle. Here's some additional rules, clarifications on the factions that are in here, the faction agendas. So quite a bit of extra rules on the different factions that are going on in here. Then here's how to set up epic multiplayer mode, where you have a couple of versions of this and how you set that up. Here's War of the Outer Gods, how you set up some of the locations, and then do not read. The rest of it I can't read, so there you have it. So let's look at the cards here, and that's all you get in one of these clamshells here. Is mainly just cards, but the rules are interesting as well because the rules help you set up and have some clarification. So again, I don't know how much of this I'll be able to show. Hopefully I'm not spoiling too much. You can always look away, avert your eyes from the insanity. So these are, okay. So we've got some Cloak of the Outer Realm, Pocket Portal. So these are interesting items here that will be unique to the gameplay experience here. then these are all part of this here. I'll put these here, and I'll have to sort these to make sure I got them in the right order and stuff. But here is the War of the Outer Gods. This is kind of the setup for that, easy and standard, and then you can have the hard or expert on the back. And this just tells you what tokens you put in, or the token assortment that you put in or put out to make it either harder or not so hard. These are the different agendas. Again, don't want to spoil too much of this, but you know, if you've played Arkham Horror, you got to go through an agenda, and then you'll have a result. So quite a bit in here. This is a relatively good size adventure or standalone adventure. You have some locations here that are unique to the War of the Outer Gods. Now these cards here, it's going to be, I don't want to necessarily go in too deep in these because these are some of the people and conditions and monsters and stuff you're going to encounter in here. But as you can see, there's quite a good sized deck in here, and while you're going to all kinds of different places here. So this is, and they're color coded. I don't know if they're color coded by the different, I saw the agendas were different color coded as well. So there you have it. Look away if you want to look away, but there's some of the cards that you have in there, and the War of the Outer Gods. That is what you get in a pack of it. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Love to know if any of you have played this. I generally like these. As I said, the one I didn't enjoy that much was the Asylum, and that was just better multiplayer. The other one, which was the hotel one, I can't remember what they were called, I thought was really good. It was a murder mystery, and that really kind of ramped up and went awry pretty quick. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by on this Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. I need to get back to Arkham Horror, the card game. I played a lot of it during COVID. That's when I actually got into it. I was kind of a late adopter, but I haven't got into it as much over the last year or so. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching.